the same timeline that they had when the majority, and again, when I say white people, I don't mean this in a racist way, but when white people were the majority back in those times and they had control, all right, these beings that we are dealing with prefer, hey, Star C, Eb, I'm hanging in there, baby. That's all I can do. With the, all right, I gotta remember what I just said. Okay, so with the Roe V. Wade, they are pushing us back into the timeline where the majority of white people had control. And again, when I speak white people, I'm talking about the evil ones, okay? Because these beings like to incarnate in a white body at that time. They just prefer it because that is just what the majority of the world and the controllers looked like, okay? They were white beings or had pale skin. And so they are not going to be the majority anymore, okay? Those people, they fear that, okay? Because even though they would like the organs of melanated people, they do not prefer to be melanated people. Okay, so again, this is not a racist thing. This has nothing to do with race. I love everyone. I'm just saying it for what it is. Okay, so at this point, what they don't want is more abortions so that more white babies can be born, because statistically there are more white babies aborted than any other race of people, statistically. So this is to stop that. And a lot of this goes on quietly in white communities. Rape, a lot of incest, a lot of teenage girls having abortions because of really bad things that, family doesn't speak about. Not saying that it doesn't go on in any of our communities, because it do, but it's most prevalent in white people, because at the heart, white people are very, very kind, very good-hearted people. Okay? Just like black people and all other peoples across the world, we have been infiltrated by the same motherfucking beings. And we are taught to hate each other. All right? That is the control. So with the Roe versus Wade, it's a couple of things. It's pushing us back into the timeline to where they had control, because so that within the 20 to 30 years that they're projecting, that they will not be the majority no more. Is probably a little more, less than that, but they won't have the bodies that they'll be able to incarnate here in. Okay, and I'm talking about those that they'll be able to infiltrate. It's something about, this has a lot to do with ritual abuse. Okay, those babies that they want ritual abuse, like those children that would normally, sever the contract due to a rape or something unwanted like that, they do not want that anymore. They want the traumatized bodies. These are usually babies that have been seeded with their DNA through ritual abuse, through rape, satanic ritual abuse. So this has a lot to do with choice, but in the sense that in the choice that people where it wasn't consensual. Because a lot of babies come into this world through an unwanted pregnancy, through a rape or something like that. These babies are not, I'm just going to say it, they're not purely human because of the masculine energy, which was not a total masculine energy during the rape. So you got to understand that there is some of a seed of evil, okay, amongst that baby, which is why a lot of women don't feel connected to the child even after it's a rape. They don't want it. They didn't ask for it. And if it just so happens to come into the world, spiritually there'll be a problem. They know this. I know I sound a little bit crazy. I'm probably not saying everything right, but there's something in the womb that happens during a rape. There's like a steal, definitely an energy steal, but there's also an attachment. You can call them archons, you can call them negative energies, you can call them demons, reptilians, you can call them whatever, but that attaches to not only the mother, but the child. That is how they get in, okay? Through rape, through sodomy. This is done to women, this is done to men through the anus, okay? All right, men and women, and they use these women as breeders. Okay, they're called breeders. They want to breed these women just for the sake of bringing the seeds back because they are gone. Oh, thank you, hon. It's really hot in New York, so I just thought I'd put on a nice top here. So that is what's happening with the Roe V. Wade. They want to ban abortions, not because it is for choice, but it's mainly for those women who are going through some type of abuse where they would normally spiritually attach to the child during the rape or the sodomy, whatever you want to call it. Okay, that's how they bring their seeds in as well. So if they can stop women from aborting those types of babies, then their plan is to gradually infiltrate the new seed, the new wave of children that are coming in to raise the vibration of this planet and continue to move us on into the ascension path. That is what the children are here to do. If these children come in by way of rape or any unwanted way, okay, then we're not going to see those wave of children, okay? They essentially have a plan to attach to these new babies. I'm glad you get it. Because I'm trying to make sense of everything that I'm getting. Because if everything continues to go the way it's going, they won't be able to attach anymore. They won't be able to come in through the woman anymore and actually live a human life and do the work of their higher ups, because they need foot soldiers too. I'm glad I make sense. because, they're really attacking the babies. It's all about the babies now. Fuck us. They, a lot of us, we're not going to be attached to, we're doing the work here, but it's the next generation that they're afraid of. So that is why they're overturning Roe v. Wade. Okay. They won't be able to make bodies anymore from us. Their plan is to attack the children and attach to the children coming in. They can't do that to us anymore. But if they can still attach through the root chakra, through rape, through sodomy, through things like that, that's where the womb is. All right? And if you see the woman through that womb, through trauma and evil, you've essentially attached a demon to your child. And now that star seed, that light worker that was supposed to be here on a different mission, has basically been captured and infiltrated, and is now going to be, they're going to try to work on that child. Now, not saying that as this child, is birthed into the world, that they don't become a light, all right? Because not all of them, stay in a fucked up situation. A lot of them are able to overcome and release these demons off of them. However, this is the plan. The young ones. It is, and that is why it's a hot topic. Because we want babies to come into the world. We just don't want them to come in when it's not their time. Because when they come in and it's not their time, then they can be easily infiltrated. 9 times out of 10, that is the plan. And a lot of people will say, well, that might have been the sole mission of that child. No. There is a strategic, sick plan by these motherfuckers to capture and enslave the souls of millions of children. That's not a sole mission. That is a capture. That is a kidnapping. That is spiritual kidnapping, and it happened to us. So, sometimes when people say we chose this life, yeah, I get it. But who the fuck was telling us that that all of this shit was down here? I get it. Maybe it's the soul mission. I get it, but not for the children. They're pure souls, and they come here when they don't even, when they are born. At this point, when they are born, they forget. When you understand, as soon as a soul enters the womb of the woman, everything, the spiritual side of themselves, and this is not all people, but for 99% of the people on this planet, we forget. We've forgotten. And we have to learn again. That is our mission, even though I don't think we asked for that. Okay? That's the lie. That's the lie, that we asked for this. That we didn't ask for this, all of this shit. Okay? We knew that there was a mission, but there has been a lot of things, I feel, that is being covered up by the love and light community, and I don't fucking like it. Because a lot of people are like, they just don't mention the darkness that these people are doing. And if you don't know what's attacking you, then how the hell are you going to sit there and meditate and protect yourself and do all of these things when you just don't know. So yeah, a lot of this shit we didn't ask for. However, I do acknowledge the sole mission that there's been a problem here for a long time, and we've been sent here to fucking fix it. That was it. That's it. There's a problem on this planet, and we need volunteers to come on. And that is what the new wave of children are doing now. They have volunteered to come and help us. And they know that, and they are stopping it. Do you see how smart these children are now? It bugs me. It freaks me out how intelligent these children are. And I'm just like, they don't need us. They don't need us. But if we keep putting them in the line of fire, keep giving other adults our responsibilities and raising them and throwing them in all of these schools and like, fuck it, I gotta go to work and I don't want them around me. Just, no. These are not the children that you do that to. You have to keep them by your side. By the end of this year, the way they're going to attack your children, if any of you guys on my live have children, the way they are going to attack your children is going to be upsetting. And I just hope that you guys have the courage to say, fuck you and your schools. I'm not allowing my child to go. Because whether you believe it or not, your child, these wave of children, don't need schools to become intelligent. They know so much already. Just gotta let them roam free and let them develop their own creativity. Okay? Because if not, I'm telling you, they are using your children as vessels for attachments to be made from these motherfuckers that know they are on their way out. Food shortages, medicine shortages, all kinds of shit that they are planning because they are on their way out. Think for yourself. I don't want anybody okay, I'm not saying that don't prepare, but don't prepare out of fear. Okay? You want to prepare okay, these motherfuckers is really trying me, so let me go and stock. But we're not going to do this out of fear, oh my God, there's a food shortage. We got to go and do this and do that, because they want you to. They want you to go and raid the fucking supermarkets right now and take up everything and not leave nothing for nobody else. And really, they want you to cause that. All right? Change your fucking diet. Because all of that shit that they're doing, that we don't need anyway. All right? I don't know how far this is going to go, but I know that these motherfuckers are out of here. Thank you, Aaron LaShawn. Thank you, boss lady. Right. Because at the end of the day, I know what propaganda looks like. This is why I haven't posted a lot of the food shortage posts and everything like that. Because let me tell you something. When they put shit like this over the news over and over, I tend to not, I tend to not give a fuck about it. And that's because I feel like once they start doing that, it's a fear generator. That's all they have left is the news media, their news media. That's all they have. And if you're watching that still, I just don't know what the fuck to tell you. I don't. And it's you ever walk down your block and you look at all the people like in your neighborhood, you look like all the people around, everybody just walking around, and you like, ain't no way these motherfuckers could just take over every fucking thing. You know, how many millions of people they have here? They have to do everything remotely. And they use the fucking media to do it. And every fucking sense they've been using the media. Everybody looks at the TV, looks at the news, everything, and then there's fear, and then you go out, you vaccinate yourself, you fear stop food, you do all of this, and you actually you it's like, I'm just not programmed, guys. That's it. I don't know what else to say. I don't believe shit that they say. Maybe I should start. I don't know, but I don't believe it. However, that's what the plan is. The plan is the food shortage and all of this. The question is it going to work? That's the question. The question is their plan going to work? The vaccines, okay, yeah, they want to get rid of half of the population by 2023, I think. That was said by the World Economic Forum. By 2023, they said that 50% of the world would have been done for. And everyone starts clapping, you know, all reptilians, in white people suits, just how they like it to look and feel important. And the fact of the matter is, I don't believe 50% of the people have gone. I don't believe that. But they try to put that out there as their little manifestation goal or whatever. But 50% of the people in this world, 2023 is around the corner, and they've already failed at COVID. Everyone's woken up about it. So now they have to start a new pandemic, of course. And at this point, we're over it. We're over it. So everyone's over it. If you can't see what the fuck is going on right now, which I'm pretty sure 80% of the world can see right now, I don't know what they're going, or what they think they're going to, do. Thanks, Bridgie Pooh, Bridgie Bo. Appreciate that badge. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, so at this point, it is an attack on children, and what they are planning to do next year, because they are going to release another pandemic, but this time it's directly for the children. Okay? And they're going to want, I'm getting like a form that has to be signed for people who refuse the vaccine, and that's going to be like a kind of like a vaccine census. Like for people who haven't taken the vaccine, they want us on a list or something like that. So I'm getting like an opt-out notice, or a form that they're gonna want people to sign. That's not going to be signed. All right, so I don't give a fuck. If you have not gotten vaccinated, don't sign shit. And I'm also getting that there's going to be extra vaccines for the children that they're going to mandate. They're going to do this for a lot of the Democratic states. They're gonna be stealing elections again still. Anybody who's against the COVID mandates, they're gonna push out. And they're definitely coming for us. They're coming. I feel it. I see it. And I don't see. Okay, so what I'm feeling is that there's like a roundup of names for people that are not vaccinated, and then like for those who got vaccinated and whose DNA wasn't affected. Because they want to know what happened with your DNA that you didn't get affected by the vaccine. So they're gonna want to know what's in your body. There's a lot of people who did take the vaccine, and it has been, I guess, a year now, and nothing has happened to them. So they want to know what's in your blood, that nothing has happened to you. Like nothing. Okay, you have gone to the doctor, your blood tests are normal. They want to know what's in your blood. So they're going to be looking for you too. They want people for like psychological tests. They want to know they want to know why, like, what is the cause of you not taking a vaccine even though it poses a danger. Tell them, right? Some blood, okay? Shh, bag somebody. Yeah, I'm seeing medicine shortages, so they're attacking the elderly. For a lot of elderly people who depend on, and this is sad because a lot of elderly people have left the planet because of this, but it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. So they're going to be limiting a lot of medical supplies and medicine. Okay? Yes, that's why I limit people taking my blood. Yes. Because even though if you've ever been to the hospital, there's something that you can't avoid, right? Because you think it's all good. They need to test your blood for certain diseases and things like that, but you don't know what else they're doing with it. And I'm pretty sure they're being fucking nosy and they know everything about you. All right? That's why a lot of people who go to the doctor and a couple of weeks later, they're being gang stalked, okay? All right? Because they found something in your blood and you are connected. They know who you are. You just don't know who you are, okay? And so they follow you. And they make your life a living hell to put the fear in you and lower your vibration, and in hopes that you don't evolve to the point where you remember who you are. My blood is known to repair cancer patients' blood. This is the blood that they want, okay? Because there are people walking the planet right now who, with a simple blood transfusion, can be cured, all right? So they want you. They want to take your blood. They want to use your blood. They want to possibly clone you and create bodies of you, okay? Or study your genome and find out who and where you come from. Everything, okay? They can find out in the blood. Your blood is everything. Everything is about you is in your blood. Your whole entire history of yourself is in your blood. They want to clone people, all right? That's what they want to do, but to be honest with you, a lot of their facilities that they've been using to clone people are They don't exist anymore. Despite what some people are telling you, cloning centers have been being axed out. All right? It doesn't mean that clones don't exist anymore. It just means that their operations are crumbling. And I've seen this. All right? And that's why a lot of those in the Middle East, all right, where they keep the blood spilling over there because of the Iran gate that's underground, where a lot of those draconians are, okay, and they feed off that grid because of the constant bloodshed. It's constant in the Middle East. They have a foothold there. So this is why the bloodshed never like freaking ends over there. It's probably a little calm now because, you know, they're fucking gone, all right? And a lot of troops have been pulling out. This has a lot to do with the draconians down in underground being expelled. They are in Africa now, in here, all right? Been driven out of Ukraine, even though, you know, a lot of that had to do with children. They stole children. I'm not going to be loud on here because I know that they are watching me. But they stole children, okay, from Ukraine, and they brought them here, okay? And they, you know, they have a lot of people here who don't necessarily like Americans, all right? So, again, they need the children. All right, because first they, of course, their food. We're just going to talk facts. And for the ones that are coming in through the new souls, they need to be attached to. They need to have that. So, again, that is what Roe V versus Wade for, to stop the abortions of ritually abused women that have been raped, satanic ritual abuse, and things like that, where normally an abortion would be made okay. They don't want them. They want their seeds to come in because it's over for them. I'm so glad I make sense, because I'm sitting here thinking like, what am I seeing? Like, why? They want to push us back into a timeline. Just like when I told you guys that Death Row Records came back and Bad Boy Records came back, and they were doing some I can't get it, but a lot of things that we left in the past are going to be coming back, because what they are trying to do is bring us back to the timeline where they had so much control over the affairs of people in the world. They had so much control. They are losing control. So if they can bring your consciousness back, if they can have people talking and living the things that we have already moved on from, then and only then can they take control. Why are the blue states keeping it illegal? Well, because they're fucking evil. I mean, I don't know why they're keeping it legal. Well, let me just tell you this, because I'll say they're evil, right? That was the wrong word. When I say evil, I mean money hungry. There's a lot of money in abortion. Lots. Okay? Medicaid pays for it. A lot of hospitals get funding for the amount of abortions that they do. Planned Parenthood gets federal funding for this. The thing is that there was so much of a supply of children from all over the world. A lot of their connections have been stopped. There's no more adrenochrome that they thrived off of. Their bodies are now deteriorating, and they have to exit the planet and to fucking return again. I smoking my life away. You're right, Mephistos, Tarot. They are They don't have the supply that they had before. Okay, so now they have to bring us further back into the timeline, okay, and return Roe versus Wade, okay, so now that they can at least have a chance, okay, a chance to start bringing their seed back, because they are leaving. It's over. It's over for the baby eaters. Bye-bye. Slow, but it's happening, and they understand that. They know their time is up. So that's what they're gonna do. And they've been trying to do this for a while. But now is the time. They need all the energy. They need everyone out there protesting. And if they only really fucking knew what they were trying to do. They have the technology to enslave the mind, bodies, and souls of many people at your own free will. Okay? Because this is your choice. See, a lot of people don't take the time to sit back and do their research on shit. It doesn't matter how many times Pfizer has done some bullshit, right? People will still take one of their fucking vaccines. And it bugs me, because it's just like, okay, I get it. The programming and everything, it's too much out there, and you didn't know. You thought you were doing the right thing. I get it. But when you do know, when you do find out, then it is still your duty to not continue on the path that you thought you were on. No more fucking vaccines. Do what you got to do to try to detox your body and take care of your body. You know, some people will say, oh, well, it's over for me. I took it, whatever. It's not. Because your intention is everything. You still have power as a human, as a God created human, to change whatever it is you want to change in your reality. But you just don't know what the fuck it is. So if you want to be healthy, this is your world, baby. Be healthy. Stop listening to everybody else. And listen, I know that there's a lot of people that whatever you say, there's nothing that they're going to do to change or whatever. And that, again, that is their choice. You got to worry about you. Oh boy. Can y'all see my video? Am I clear? Because someone said it's glitchy. Ty this has said it's glitchy, and I don't want my page to get shadow banned again. Let me wave to y'all. Oh, Jesus. They trying me. Oh, okay. It's clear. Okay. So, when they start to take us back and further in timelines, you'll start to see situations that, you probably seen in your history books or things like that. And it is their attempt to bring back literally our consciousness, our thoughts, our feelings to a time that we have already been out of. They don't want us to evolve. Roe versus Wade, I believe, was something in the 50s. We're in 2022. Okay? This is bringing our consciousness back. They don't want us to be looking forward. They want us to argue and go ape shit about this. And they know what they're doing. Okay, they want to bring us back, and they want themselves to multiply. Again, attaching to our babies. Okay, because one, if we can get the babies, then the planet doesn't accelerate as fast as it is, because without them, we ain't shit. Okay? So, without... Get what the fuck I'm saying, okay? Protect the babies. Understand that we have... Yeah, they want us to relive history and push us back into a timeline when we have already moved up into that timeline. Up the timeline. We are on the ascension path. That is it. Hey, AD4S. We are on the ascension path. That is it. We don't need to be brought back in the 50s, because in the 50s there was no portals. There was no gates open. There was no light. There was no consciousness. There was no buildup. Everybody was out here fucking fighting and scared and going crazy. They want that timeline back. They want black people out there getting sprayed with hoses. They want white people out there beating us up. They want everybody fighting, and they want that. That's what they want. But they can't have that. They can't do that. Right. My mechanical incubators for the goddamn... Lord have mercy. Let me go on and pin that. Yeah, because they want everyone. They want as many of them as they can. They're going. So if they got to get gay men pregnant, women pregnant, clones and the incubator, well, men can't get pregnant. I guess I don't know what the fuck. They're just trying. Okay? It's over for them. The Roe V is just something that they could do. They want the raped children. They want the trauma children. They want the crack babies. They want the alcohol babies. They want the SRA babies. The satanic, ritually abused babies that get aborted. They don't want you to do that. They want them all to come in. They want to attach to the child. Because after that, they know that 9 times out of 10, they're going to take that child from you. They're going to take that child from you. 9 times out of 10, the mother isn't going to want the child. Or if they do want the child, doesn't matter if you want the child, because that child was a victim of rape or some ritual abuse that you've been getting therapy for, and they don't feel that you are a fit mother to take care of that child. So guess what they're going to do? After they make you have that child, they're going to take that child from you, and whatever happens, happens. Hey, if it's over for them, who's going to be in control? Us. The good guys, the one that is connected to light, the people that are not in meat suits, the ones that have real souls, the ones that you can look in their eyes and tell that there's love there, the ones that are connected to God. Those are who gonna be in charge. Not the soulless motherfuckers who are hell bent on getting rid of humans who they think are bottomless feeders, because this is their no, this is not their planet. The fuck? They can't have what they never had. They can't take back something they never had. We don't belong. Y'all might have, did a little genetic modification to us and all of that. That don't make us y'all property. That don't. Listen, I don't know about the 144. Because to me, there's more. 144, I can't tell you, because I don't like that. I don't like the fact that people tell me that there's only 144,000 that are going to ascend out of billions of people. I don't like to talk about that, because I don't see that. When I read that didn't, how do you call it? That didn't resonate. that didn't resonate with me. I feel like the 144,000 was maybe the beginning at the time when the earth was being seeded with souls that came to volunteer. But that's not the reality now. The reality is there's more than 144,000 volunteers or star seeds or people that are going to send. That's not the reality now. So I don't like that. And if you ever read that and it didn't sit right with you, that's because your spirit knows that is not your mission. That is not real. And again, that might have been true in a different timeline, but that's not true now. So it's in the Bible, it's in a couple other places, but I don't want to talk about that shit. Because there's more than 144,000 people here volunteering that are waking up and that are going to wake up. It's in the more than hundreds of thousands. It's not 100,000. It's way more than that. You know, everyone has their theories, but 144,000 against damn near how many reptilians are here? We're at critical mass at this point, where, of course, I've seen this somewhere, and that resonated with me, with the hundreds of thousands of volunteers that are here. So anyway, that's what's happening with the children. Again, protect your babies. If you understand anything about rainbow children or crystal children, you know, every kind of like decade, there's a new wave of children with a higher sense perception, a higher psychic ability. However, when they get into this world, they are riddled with vaccines. And a lot of their abilities that they would have, a lot of the perception that they would have at such a young age gets suppressed. Their genes get suppressed by the vaccine. All right. So their genes get suppressed by the vaccine, and a lot of the abilities that we would see, we don't see, and we think that they're just normal kids. And they're not. They're very special. I don't understand why a lot of parents go out, and I understand this is rules for school, but don't you think that it's really weird that as soon as your child comes into the world, they expect you to give them 1,001 vaccines before they even step foot in school? Because it's a reason for that, and it's going to get higher. Okay? It's going to get higher. Yes. They do this shit because your child had plans, and they knew it. And they said, well, we need you to come and get this vaccine. Come 2 weeks later, get this vaccine. Come 3 weeks later, get this vaccine. Slowly suppressing every gene that is supposed to be expressed at a certain week or month during, after their birth. So they're going to make sure that by the time your child is school age and able to go to school, a lot of the abilities that they would have would be suppressed. They'll probably be going to the doctor a lot, be always sick. And you'll just think that it's just some environmental issue when it's not. Thanks, it's Nathan. It's not. It's a lot of the vaccines that you've been giving your children because they've been lying to you, telling you that your child needs it. And it doesn't. They don't. They'll do very well without that shit. Yeah, that's what a lot of autism has a lot to do with vaccines. People go and get 4 and 5 vaccines and the child ain't even 2 months yet. Yeah, yeah. You've just literally suppressed every important gene that they would have for pristine physical development, but you were lied to. And the crazy part is a lot of young mothers, because this generation now, and well, in our timeline now, there are a lot of young mothers that do not do their research and put their trust in a lot of doctors and teachers and things like that, and won't do a lick of research for nothing. Won't ask the doctor the ingredients or anything. We're just blindly trusting these people, and these people are fucking us over. They're not even people. They are soulless. They don't give a fuck about humanity. They would like us all gone. They just want our bodies. Yes, we need more doulas. Oh, I'm sorry, Katie. You see? Because that's what they're doing to kids. And I'm sorry your child got cerebral palsy. Because you trusted these doctors. You trusted these doctors, and now look. And that's going to happen to so many babies. Because a lot of us are trusting these doctors. And you can't even fucking sue them. So they make sure you sign that paper. And then they also let you know that, they pass a whole law saying that the pharmaceuticals are not liable. You take it at your own fucking risk. And so, we have to stop blindly doing this shit and realize that everything that they do is to protect them and to hurt us. Like, how many kids you think are gonna have cerebral palsy and they supposed to be here helping us out, and they can't because they brain dead? And you mothers are just shooting them up with shit. Like, it's not normal for a child to come into this world and have 12, 13 fucking shots in order to go to school. Fuck they school. Fuck the school. Kids have an innate ability to learn what we teach them. So if we can teach them, we know shit, we ain't dumb, we can count, we can read, we need to take more time with the children instead of sending them off to these raggedy ass institutions that just want money. Because the more kids that go to their schools, the more funding they fucking get. Fuck they schools. That's bad. It's so sad, man. Cerebral palsy, like, what? And then the fucking new age people would tell me, oh, well, maybe that child, maybe that was their plan. Maybe they knew they were gonna come here. And shut the fuck up. No, it's an attack on humans, period. Thank you, Wifey Materials. You shouldn't be doing this to the kid. I don't know. I know I'm probably like the only one going live about this. Everyone is living in their life. I know I'm in my lower vibration right now. And Lord knows I would love to talk about the 5D and all of that. But at the end of the day, I'm not fucking there yet. I gotta work here. I gotta realize that this is really my reality. And I'm starting to get shit that I don't want to see. I'm asking to see it though. But it's like, damn. So it's a big attack on your babies. Come November, like the new start of the school year, I know in New York, kids go back to school in September. I know in southern states they go back to school in, I think, August or something like that. All I'm saying is that they are attacking the babies. If you hear me now and you have children, keep they asses at home. Fuck. Let me tell you something about this education system. It's going down the fucking drain. Don't worry about your child being stupid or dumb. It's not going to happen. They hold way more knowledge in their little bodies than you could ever imagine. They just need creativity. They need the time to create. You have to get right and all of that. You know how to do it. So you fucking teach them. But do not take that child to school and leave that child in that school. Because at the end of the day, what I am seeing is that once that child goes into that school, you have no say-so. This is what they're trying to do. Once your child enters that school on their grounds, on their property, they are the legal guardian. And that is how they're going to do this shit. So when you say, oh, I didn't want to vaccinate my child or I didn't give them permission. Oh, yeah, you did. When you signed them into the school, you did. That's what I see. I could be bugging. I could be tripping. I see opt-out notices. I see them coming for people whose DNA wasn't affected. The preference for the people who are so willingly to take vaccines are going to go first. It is us. And I'm telling you, if you took the COVID-19 and you are fine, don't take no motherfucking more vaccine. I don't give a fuck what they say. Make this your last vaccine you ever take in your life. I don't give a fuck what they tell you. Don't sign shit either. Don't sign no census. Don't sign no form confirming your address with any motherfucking high institution. You gonna know who I'm talking about. Don't do it. Make this your last vaccine. For those who have took this shit, make this your last vaccine. I don't care what they tell you. They're gonna probably doing more mandates, more lockdowns. Oh, fucking well. We just gonna have to weather that shit out, because at the end of the day, they're pulling out every trick and every stop that they can, because they're leaving. So at the end of the day, if they're going so hard, why do I have to go so hard? Why do I have to believe them? They're gonna do what they gotta do. I got to do what the fuck I got to do. While they're trying to coerce me, I got to keep my cool. Okay? While we got the devil on one shoulder, you got to listen to this one. No matter what. You turn your head. Don't listen to what they saying, because it's a trap. Do you believe that 2023 is the end of the trial? It's the end of the trial for one of the vaccines, and 2025 is the actual end of the trials. So, yeah. 2025, which is when the split happens. So a lot of things are going to happen that year. Many things are going to happen that year. This shit is crazy. Whew. Just looking at y'all comments. Hold on. Yup. start giving themselves abortions. Yeah. People are. They're going to start, but then again, that's what they want. It doesn't really matter how this happens. Like, they're going to use like alternative modes of contraception, right? But they're also working on that. Illegalizing contraception, illegalizing condoms. If you think I'm lying, Google it. They're already trying to illegalize contraception and things that will prevent you from getting pregnant or aborting a pregnancy. Trust me, they got all stops. At some point, they wanted the babies to die, and they would take the fetuses and do whatever the hell with them. Of course, we all know what they would do with the fetuses. However, they're looking at it in a different way. Because if they keep on doing this the way that they do it, they will literally cease to exist, even with their own help. They have to allow life to come in here. They have to allow life to come in order to attach to it and be able to live here. And, they have to steal the souls, basically. They have to steal the souls. They have to enslave and trap the soul so that they can hold it. And they do that with rape, sodomy, and ritual abuse through the root chakra. Aloha. Aloha, Itchy. Hello. Let me see. The agenda, the population from 8 billion to only 500 million. So by any means, they will go. Exactly. By any means. Yes. Transhumanism. They want everyone to be fucking chipped and hooked to their computers. They want everyone on a one world currency system. And again, this is all going to be happening on their way out. Even though they're trying all of this, it's not going. They're not going to get their one world system. And even if they do, it's going to be for a very brief period of time. Brief. Just when you thought they motherfucking had us, it was over. Joke will be the fuck on them. You have to understand that and know that. Good guys always win. The evil will go. It doesn't exist. Once there's a shift in consciousness, and this happens in every movie, once there's a shift in consciousness, once things are destroyed, once people are gone the fuck up out of here, things become bright again. And, it's not going to be as bad as they say. But in the fight against them, a lot of things are going to have to happen in order to change. Okay? And we're going to take some losses. We're going to take some losses. We're going to have to struggle for a while. But if it takes that little bit in order for them motherfuckers to go, listen, Dark Night of the Soul, me, because I know, and I see it, that there's going to be a world where there's really no worries. Everybody has. You understand? There's nobody lacking. Like, how we have a class system here. You have the rich and you have the poor. There's no such thing as, oh, this person's richer than me, or this person's poor and no, that does not exist. Okay? That divide that has always been, no. There are a lot of blocks that are going to be removed out of our bodies that stop us from connecting to one another. Okay? You're going to be drawn to a lot more people. You're going to be loving on a lot more people, even people that you wouldn't think you would, hang out with or whatever. Like, it's going to be that type of energy. That's just what it is. I'm glad you saw 6-6. White have way more determination. They know they are the minority and always the law was for them, not all. We have our children. Well, I don't believe that. Because I know a lot of white women that are here to stop all of this. Like, there's not... But however, they as a people we look at them a certain way because a lot of people have been infiltrated in their bodies. So when we look at white people, we think that, yeah, they've really done a lot of fucked up shit. And they have. But the fact of the matter is that just like black people and Asian people and other peoples around the world, they as a people have all been infiltrated as well. Probably worse, all right, to where their entire being and something in their DNA has attracted their infiltration. Okay, so they become soulless. They become evil. They're not born like that. Well, at that time they weren't. When they first came here, they were just looking just like any other humans. But at the same time, you have beings that were not from this planet or this dimension that decided that they were going to infiltrate this race and infiltrate that race. And that's what happened. So while we as black people are thinking that white people are evil and they have done some evil shit, this has been a programmed thing for the longest. It has been just that. It has been that we would always look at them as not a good people. And trust me, that's not true. That's not true. We look at them with hate and disregard. And yeah, they probably know, like, yeah, well, we have done some fucked up shit. And I'm fucking sad to be white. But what do you think that a white person saying that actually feels? You're talking about a white person with a soul. A white person that's connected to God just like you. So at the end of the day, if you can talk to somebody that understands exactly how you feel and empathize despite the color of your skin, then you are dealing with a person that is totally connected to source. Just like you, just like me. If you cannot see through what has been put in front of us in order for all of us to hate each other. That's why in New York and other states they're talking about this Asian hate. Why? Because it's no longer hate between black people and white people. It's so gentrified out here that we all hang the fuck out. So now it's the Asian hate. Now it's the white people and Asian. Now it's that. Now they're trying to do a new racial divide. When black people and Asian people have been partners in business, especially in New York City, for the longest. But now they want to exploit that. So understand that there's no laws that are just created for white people and black people. Now, what you are probably describing is the infiltration, where you had certain Anunnaki and reptilians that would infiltrate the white race, and you would have certain Anunnaki and reptilians that will infiltrate the black race. And then they did it for Asian people and all the other people around the world. That's how the hate began. And they will keep exploiting that divide and conquer because they need it. There are a lot of things that black people and white people can freaking do. I mean, well, I'm not even going to say that. Humans can do if we all just fucking cut the race out of the equation and understand that we are all human. Just a body. And yeah, the 9 times out of 10, I've incarnated in this body because my ancestors look just like me, of course. But we are soul spirit. When we are out of this body, I'm not brown. You understand what I'm saying? You'll probably see me in this dimension like, boom, okay, if I come out of this body right now and I had a psychic medium see me, she would see me as a person. She wouldn't see me in my 4th or 5th dimensional form because it is a different matrix. Okay? So when I do decide if I'm over in another dimension and if I'm enlightened enough to do multi-dimensional travel, I'll come back in and out. And that psychic medium will see me and deliver my message to whoever I want them to deliver it to. And they'll see me and hear me. However, when I move back, I'm not like that anymore. But you'll learn all that once you're out of the body. All of that shit, you can't do none of that while you're in the body. It's impossible, whatever. We have a carbon body. It doesn't really work for us like that. So, but that's just what it is. You see my aura color. Tell me what my aura color is. Oh, but I'm just saying. Same color, translucent. Okay. Yep. Exactly. That's what you are. Translucent. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure there's like a physical part in that dimension as well. I am seeing physical people or physical beings there. However, it's not like, like this. It's totally different. So with the whole race thing, it's unnecessary and it should not exist. I don't believe in it. I don't hate white people. I hate the ones that are evil and soulless, and I can tell who they are. I can tell soulless beings. It's all in the eyes. There are black people now. There are white people, soulless people. They're everywhere. So it's not just white people. Okay? When you look at the whole fucking boule, all the motherfuckers, because they're all Prince Hall Masons and Eastern Stars, and they're black, and they take it up the ass, and they've been infiltrated too. Okay? Because somebody said that, we can get through them through their root chakra. And they've been doing it ever since. Yes. Keep your protections on. Make sure you hold it in your hands. Do all your charging. Do all your programming. Okay? Because at the end of the day, they're coming. So, I wanted to say that about Roe versus Wade. Keep your eyes open. With this, protect your babies. Because that's what it's all about, is more babies coming in. More abused babies that they can attach to. They're attached to their mother. They're attached to the father. They're attached to the baby. Okay? I'm so glad I made a lot of sense, because I didn't know if I was going to come on here and make sense to you guys. But I'm glad I make sense, because they're trying to push us back. And hopefully people can find out and see this for what it is. And it's basically to capture more pure souls coming into the planet. All right. So I'm out, guys. Peace out.